about the speakers on the scoreboard, but I have nothing to do with it. Welcome to Chick Anderson Stadium for the girls lacrosse game between our Palatine Pirates and the Friends to the South, Fremd Vikings. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and students of Palatine High School, we welcome you as our guests to this game. Palatine High School and Fremd High School are playing this game through an agreement entered by both schools. The schools are members and have agreed to abide by the Constitution and the bylaws of the Illinois High School Association to ensure the highest possible standards of conduct in their interscholastic athletic programs. The officials for today's game have been approved, assigned, and through approval by both schools. Our schools for today are Stephen Doyle and Bob Cosi. We ask that everyone present today demonstrate an attitude of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, no matter what personal feelings they have towards one team or the other. Obscene cheers, the throwing of objects, the verbal indignities directed towards athletes, coaches, or officials have no place in high school athletics. Any spectator not displaying appropriate conduct will be asked to leave the game. Your cooperation is expected and appreciated. Once we get done with the stick checks, we'll have the national anthem, starting lineups, and it'll be go time for the Pirates and the Vikings. And now, ladies and gentlemen, both teams, if you'd please rise, remove your caps. We will have our national anthem. Now the starting lineups, first for the Fremd Vikings. In goal, number 25, Natalie Miller. Number 4, Kelly Clark. Number 12, Amelia Vukorakakis. Number 15, Emma Miller. Number 22, Julia Gamo. Number 3, Maya Penyeki. Number 8, Maya Leportino. Number 25, Natalie Meyer. Number 17, Nicole Majorkirk. Number 9, Nina Gray. Number 14, Riley Flaska. Number 13, Sam Frame. And number 11, Sam Strakowski. And now the starting lineup for our Palatine Pirates. In goal, number 23, Olivia Hahn. Number 2, Amelia Burke. Number 3, Lainey Rightai. Number 4, Frankie Henderson. Number 6, Paige Janicki. Number 8, Kaylin Engelman. Number 9, Callie O'Connell. Number 10, Jolene Kenny. Number 13, Addie Dursnach. Number 15, Katie Swanson. Number 16, Kaylee Campbell. And number 19, Lindsay Russo. Assistant coach, Leslie Schock. Head coach, Oscar Flores. morning temperature 70 degrees, 7-0. With the winds coming out of the east, it's 6.
Hello and welcome live from the Palatine High School Stadium, Chick Anderson Stadium to be known as the best. We have a Crosstown Classic and Girls Lacrosse broadcasted here live on PHS PTV. My name is Luke Jorden. Alongside me is Bear Landerman. This is one of the many Fremd Palatine athletics that are in play today, and Bear, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, this rivalry across all sports is just unlike no other. It's so fun, and playing in it is even better, and it's just so competitive, and it's a great town to be a part of, and both schools just good schools, and sports make it even better.
Nina Gray and Frankie Henderson will be taking the draw inside the draw circle. 12-minute quarters, just like boys lacrosse. Fremd 3-3 on the season, looking to make it a winning record. Palatine looking to keep their winning record at a current 5-2. We're 5-0 and then drop 2 consecutive. This one flicked back. And face-off won by the Vikings. It's Nina Gray. The Liberty Flames commit. Gray right inside. Vikings trying to start quick. Won't happen there. O'Connell gives it to Hahn to start the clear.
Pirates able to stop the Vikings there, and after losing the face-off is huge.
They're going to play it back below the net. And O'Connell's going to try to race it out. Or pardon me, that's Kalen Engelman. Pirates in the all-whites with the red numbers. Vikings in some sleek green with the yellow stripes on the sides, white numbers. Henderson getting the offense started. She recently just hit 100 goals as a Pirate.
That is a impressive achievement, and just that's a huge number of goals, and it's hard to do, and good for her.
And she's currently sitting at 8 goals and 14 assists on the short season so far. Nearly 3 assists a game on average. And she's only played in 5 of them. Henderson gives it over to the sophomore star Lusso. Lusso with a spin dodge, forced out. And she'll try again. Here's take 2. Lost her handle on it. This will stay in play for Henderson to corral. Nearly 2 minutes gone on the first quarter. Beautiful breeze here. Beautiful weather all around. And here's Henderson going around the net. Switches hands. Gets a fire. Never got there. Meller was prepared for it. But it finds its way to the side of the net. Not a bad start offensively for the Pirates, though. Definitely generating some chances. Just got to get the finish.
Yeah, that one just didn't go down for the Pirates, and that would have been huge to start up 1-0 and huge rivalry game.
And speaking of the other rivalry games going on today, boys baseball for the Pirates just defeated the Vikings 4-0. Toby Peterson threw all 7 innings. 10 strikeouts. Only walked a handful.
He also only allowed 3 hits, which is, playing that long is very impressive.
And we got a foul on Palatine. And this is going to be a free position. Teams typically range about 50% on chances like these. Inside with the shot. Hahn the stop.
Great save from Hahn, the junior.
Junior on junior crime there. Julia Gama was the one who got the shot off. 3-year varsity player. Been on the varsity squad since she was a freshman. And now Lusso enters inside. She's got some space trying to take it, and Miller with the stonewall save.
Yeah, Lasso dodging through the defenders there, just unable to get the shot to go. And
Miller's got plenty of time. A little bit of a time difference with boys and girls lacrosse. You only get a handful of seconds with boys lacrosse as a goalie in the crease trying to get rid of the ball, but in girls lacrosse you get 10 seconds, so. Sam Frayne for the Vikings. Finds Tchaikovsky. She's running away with it past the 40 and will loft it ahead.
yeah, this Vikings team is full of sophomores, 7 to count, and they also got 1 freshman, which young squad, which helps for the future a lot. And
Builds a core, that's for sure.
yeah.
Here goes Nina Gray. Gray being hounded by Pirates, gonna back out. Gray trying to find some separation, takes a tumble, and that will go as a foul.
Yeah, great pressure from Elena Orte to just put the pressure on the Vikings' best player is it's Nina Gray.
Gray with the free position opportunity. On is ready. The shot and the score from Gray, and the Vikings strike first. And like we mentioned earlier, I mean, typically it's a
Fremd goals for
50%
number
chance
9,
you put that in the
Nina
back
Gray.
of the net off of a free position, and the Vikings now 1 for 2, right? Spot
Ye-
on.
Yeah, you get a close chance there, and it's hard on the goalie. You have quick time, and you got to react fast to the ball, especially with short amount of distance. And you should convert on probably over 50% of those, yeah.
So Gray, after scoring the game's inaugural goal, will line up for the draw. Vikings won the first one. And a little bit of an early reaction that appeared to be from Henderson, so this second face-off is gifted for free. And it's Gray wasting no time, draws a foul. Or actually, we play on. There's a look in front. Big save, Hahn.
Huge save from Olivia Hahn.
So a little bit of a different way to adjust from possession is that they blow the whistle once a team has true possession of the ball, which is not typical. Lusso picks it up and puts it on. It bounces off the crossbar. Initial stick save by Meller.
What a save from Meller. That one, yeah, hits her stick and hits the crossbar, goes over the back of the goal and picked up by Tchaikovsky.
So yeah, something that is not usual is if you hear the whistle, that does not entirely mean that the play is over. Especially off the start of a draw where a team's trying to get possession. But that one is a stoppage of play, and now we resume. Taking some hard checks is Emma Miller, the freshman. And a ground ball picked up by the Pirates. Headed the other way is Amelia Burke. It's a Monday, Bear. Struggling
Yeah.
with words here.
I messed up earlier. I think the second word I said today. So you're good. You're all good, Luke.
We're warming up. Henderson looking for the cutting Lusso. Pirates just unable to operate efficiently so far, but once they really start to execute those chances, they could run away with this thing. Just
Yeah.
gotta lock down on Nina Gray for sure.
Yeah, the Pirates have had plenty of lucks early and way more than the Vikings. And once you get those to go and stop Nina Gray, who's by far the best player on the field, you should have a pretty good chance to win this game.
Under 5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. It's Gama with it, defended by Henderson. Gama races through traffic, puts a bouncer on, and Hahn makes another save.
Olivia Hahn is having herself a game early on this one. I think that's 3 or 4 saves.
Hey, you nailed it there, Bear. We've known statistically that she's been solid, but seeing it up close, it's been a great first impression in this first quarter.
Yeah, in lacrosse, it's not all on the goalie. Does depend on a lot of the defense, and taking shots from that up close is hard to save, and when they're coming as fast as they are, it's having 3-4 saves early on in this game is really good.
So an errant pass from the Vikings will turn things the other way. Paige Janicki slicing and dicing. Lofts it ahead. There's a shot and a save that might have hit the iron. I'm not sure. What did you see there, Bear?
I think that's the iron or the foot. I think it came off too quick to be the foot, so I think it's the iron. But good shot, just unable to go for Lusso. And she's had plenty of chances early, haven't been able to get one to go. And
Amelia Vlahakis now gives it over. One hand grab by Gray. That would have been a change of possession if she had not saved that from going out of bounds.
yeah, huge snag from Gray. And just holds the possession going.
Under 3 minutes now in quarter number 1. Gray lobs it ahead. This bounces wide. Might have hit the post, and now on a wraparound comes Panecki. Defended by Engelman. Coughed it up for a moment. And it's recovered by the Vikes. Now given a goal line extended. Trying to get a better angle on her shot is Riley Flaska. Flaska still with it, left-handed. Let it loose, and we have a whistle. Might be a free position. But this time on the arc instead of the fan. So this is definitely not as easy to execute, as the Pirate defenders can stand on the fan, that shorter line, and she's just going to back it out and play it safe.
It's almost like playing from the arc there. It's almost like street ball where you get a check and you start your offense over and just reset the play, and you just go from there.
A lot of very unique things about girls lacrosse. The arc's definitely the one that catches the eye. Those look pretty freshly painted. Like Bob said, it looked like they brought on a machine earlier and painted everything fresh. So you guys can even see that bright red paint over on your digital screens.
Yeah, I'm not sure when these were painted, but they surely weren't this past weekend, and they're bright red.
Lusso. Defended by Strakowski. .115 and counting left in quarter number 1. We have a low-scoring start, unexpectedly.
One minute to play in the first quarter. 1 minute.
We got 1 minute now. There's a shot and a score. Lusso gets the Pirates on the board, and we are even at 1 apiece.
Yeah, Lusso, the leading goal scorer for this Pirates team, and she is 26 already on the year, close to averaging 4 a game, and I'm sure that's not the first of this game from her.
19, Lindsay Lusso.
Won't be the last. 3.7 goals per game on average from Lusso. She's only a sophomore, and you said you've talked to her before, potentially getting some calls from schools already.
Yeah, but in girls lacrosse, you can't hear from teams till September 1st of your junior year. So as a sophomore, you're just getting looks from Division 3, and then in a couple months Division 2, and then eventually once that time hits, Division 1 schools can come calling to you. But in each sport, it's different with the recruiting styles. In basketball, you can get offered in your freshman, 8th grade year if you want. But like lacrosse, I know you have to wait till your junior year to get offered by a Division 1 school. But Loslow does have the potential to go on and play at the next level.
Yeah, I'm sure your phone won't be silent on September 1st as you spoke. Solid first impression. Here's Gray, working to the strong hand, and she scores. A little bit of a delayed reaction from up here. Nobody knew it went in.
No one on the field showed any reaction at all, and we couldn't tell it from up here.
It almost seems like your teammates are used to her scoring.
Yeah.
Viking goals from number 9, Nina Gray.
That's her second on the game.
Senior captain of this Vikings team, also plays for True Lacrosse Illinois on the side. One of the more famed Illinois girls and boys lacrosse programs here in the state. One game, 20 seconds for the Pirates to maybe try to register something on the board before time runs out on quarter number 1 of 4. Another face-off win for Gray.
Yeah, Gray has been dominating these face-offs early, and she shows it that she can go play at the next level.
Look at Henderson. Takes a hack at Gray's stick and heads away with it.
What a play, just straight aggression from Henderson.
Time does run out before Burke can potentially get a shot off from a distance.
First quarter with the score, the Fremd Vikings 2.
So a result that ended
Pirates
10-9 in favor of Palatine last year, and 14-11 the year before that. We only have 3 total goals in the first quarter. Olivia Hahn especially has played some great goaltending, but Meller stood tall as well.
Yeah, there have been plenty of shots from both teams, but both teams only have a combined 3 goals to go in. They keep getting these looks. They can add more points onto the board, but it just takes time till you get hot, and from there you just go. And it'll be interesting to see what team can come out on top at the end of this game.
We'd like to appreciate you for being here. We got 4 whole broadcasts this week, so we'll be quite the busy people. Today, of course, girls lacrosse versus Fremd. Tomorrow, we got... Sounds like the speaker's almost getting blown out. That's not good on Pop's behalf. But Tuesday, we got boys volleyball versus Schaumburg. Wednesday, we got boys baseball right in front of here, and that baseball diamond against Fremd. That should be fun. We just saw a 4-0 victory an hour ago where Toby Peterson shoved, and Peter Mulhern, who's been red hot on the year, led the team in ERA the year prior, will be pitching.
Yeah, Mulhern the other day, when we called the Barrington game, he pitched 109 pitches, and that, with my own 2 eyes, was one of the best pitching performances I've ever seen. That was very impressive.
We'll see if he can go lights out under the bright lights of the Fremd Vikings, but after handling Barrington, unless something goes cold, and I'm sure he'll be able to hold the house down for sure.
Yeah. It's always good to get a win against your rival, and no matter what sport it is, and or what the team's like, the skill level of the team, it's always good to beat. Well, for Palatine, it's always good to beat Fremd.
Yes. And then also Saturday, we're doing distance night in Palatine. It's a big track and field event. Some of the best national runners come to run this exact track that you're seeing on your TV screen. It should be pretty fun. The stands I hear are going to be packed, and we're going to have a pretty full staff for some Saturday night running. I'll be on the call.
And don't forget, fans, the
I don't
Pirates
know
are
how to
back
call
in
track.
town
That's something I
on
definitely got to learn in my
Thursday,
next coming
April
days. I'll be
25th.
watching some ESPN Plus
6:30
broadcasts for
against the
sure.
Rolling
So
Meadows
thankful I have the
Vikings.
account.
That's the 25th.
Yeah, ESPN Plus is awesome. I think they do about almost every sport on there. They've so many broadcasts of different things, and it's just awesome. They get every game to you.
For fairly cheap, too.
Yeah.
We are not paid to advertise them, but hey, I mean, I get to subscribe for cheap. You'll get a little advertising from me. I'll pay it forward.
Yeah.
2-1 over the first quarter. 12 fresh minutes on the board. Both teams about to come out of the huddle. Both goals from Fremd came from Nina Gray, the Liberty commit. She'll be playing college out in Virginia, as that is where Liberty University is located, I think. Pretty sure.
Not sure.
You know what? I'm looking that one up. Bear.
No, it's somewhere out east.
It's got to be, I think, Richmond, Virginia. Liberty University. Lynchburg, Virginia. Okay. I mean, that's pretty close. But yeah, that is pretty far out east.
Yeah, this past year I realized how many colleges there are in Virginia. I thought it was a limited amount, but there are some smaller schools that I never really knew of, and guess they're out there.
And Liberty's not small, over 47,000 students.
Just a reminder, fans, in the IHSA rules, all fans
Shouldn't
have
say
to
small
be
school, but
on
smaller name school.
the home side of the grandstands. Only one side of the grandstands can be occupied. So folks who are on the east side, please come over to the west side. Thank you.
And the 5 fans that ended up on the visitors' side just got told to head to the other side. I was going to say, I mean, no matter the sport, unless it's football, you typically never see anybody on the other side. Must have been watching the baseball game prior, JV1.
Yeah, it's almost every sport. It's pretty empty, and then you get to football. It's just the whole entire other school from whoever Palatine is playing shows up.
I mean, it's so packed, they occupy all the press boxes as well, and they stick us out in a table, but still just as enjoyable to call a football game for Palatine, who didn't even come close to losing a game at home this year. Pounded Evanston, pounded Conant, pounded Schaumburg. There's one I'm missing.
Conant, Schaumburg. I think it's an out-of-conference team.
It is an out-of-conference team.
Evanston.
Who do we open up against? Oh, here's Henderson, and she scores! Pirates grab their second from Frankie Henderson. The player who can do it all. That's now 9 goals and 14 assists on the condensed season so far in her 6th game playing.
Palatine Pirates
Actually
second
coming into
goal,
this game with
scorer
as many
number 4,
assists as
Frankie
shots on goal.
Henderson.
Yeah.
Interesting stat.
Yeah, Henderson is the senior leader of this team, and she's the captain, and she is a large control of this offense.
And we saw this with her on the basketball team as well. She's just a glue player. She can play every aspect of the game, whether it's defense, threes, in the paint. Like, we're seeing a similar play style from Henderson, who's been dishing out dimes so far on the lacrosse season, as well as on the court months ago as well. There's not a lot that needs improvement from her when you try to look at her weaknesses as an athlete.
No, she's just very aggressive, and that's just the thing that sticks out for me is that, and like her size, and very impressive, and She brings it to the table, and she doesn't care who she's playing against. She puts in maximum effort and gives it her all.
Here's a look in front. Shot fired wide. Julia Gama was contested up in front. 10:47 and ticking to go in the second. We are tied at 2s. There's a nice stick check from Janicki. She'll lob it over for Hahn, who's got some time. And there's Lusso. Very deep in her own territory. We've typically seen her at the front line of the offense. Maybe a position switch between quarters. Seems to be playing midi now. Lusso will settle it. The option, Dershna is there. Dershna now for Kenny. Kenny, the freshman, will give it down low to Burke, the senior. Burke thought about sending it to the cutter Janicki. Instead plays the safe option to Lusso. And Lusso got double teamed, had it stripped, and the ground ball scooped up by Henderson. Henderson recently eclipsed 100 goals, and she's looking for another one to add to the resume, but that one sails wide. Ooh, taking a tough fall there is Kenny. But she'll get herself right back up and play this. As she gives it over to Henderson. Ooh. Oh boy. Unfortunate pass, and the Pirates are gonna keep possession. And yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah,
official's mistake. I was like, what?
It's a pass, so it doesn't matter if it's a pass. It's just out of bounds and goes the other way. But shot, it's a chase, and comes down to whoever's closer.
That was very bizarre. It took him a while to correct his call too. I mean, we all make mistakes. That one was a little bit.
Took him a little bit.
Interesting. And into the offensive zone safely, the Vikings. Some guy's blowing on his car horn right behind us. That wasn't pleasant. We got the door wide open here in the press box.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'd be a solid 90 degrees in here.
Very, very nice day out. And a little bit of wind, but doesn't bother.
Free position for the Vikings. Wonderful defense there by Henderson as she stops Sherwin from scoring. Pirate ball, but not for long. It's taken back by Fremd thanks to a great defensive effort from Nina Gray. Gray throws it in front. Anybody's ground ball. And it's shoveled ahead. And eventually scooped up by Mia Lapatina. Lapatina dicing through the center of the turf. Gonna back out now. Now for Flaska. Flaska, a switch of defenders there. Engelman now defending. Flaska looks to the far side for Sherwin. Under 6.5 to go. Sherwin trying to get rid of it. Can't do so. Henderson with another ground ball. And the cost turnover. Henderson had it slashed away, regains it by herself.
It's Gamma with the knockout and great slash.
And that is going to be a foul on Lusso. Had her stick too horizontal there as she made the check. Typically, if you approach the ball carrier with a vertical stick, it's a lot harder to get called. That's what I learned. Here's Gamma. Really trying to focus on that right hand. And I think we have a foul. This could be a free position for the Vikings. And it will be. So a chance to break open the tie. And it's Gamma, the 3-year varsity starter. Waits on the whistle, and she's gonna loft it across, and a huge save. She gave it to Gray. Shot was not only denied, but now we have an automatic whistle that sends it back to the Pirates either way. Not sure entirely on what that was.
That was an incredible save by Hahn again.
Yeah, she's been great. Both goalies only allowing 2 each through nearly a half.
Low scoring game we have here.
Like we mentioned, Palatine in their last 2 games versus Fremd. 24 goals. And that's a turnover on the Pirates' behalf. Gray has it. 4 minutes to go. Gray surveying the turf. Sends it in front. This takes a bounce and scores. And I don't even know if that was on purpose, but everybody was waiting on the pass. Gray really sold it and ended up lofting it to the back of the net.
Fremd goal, scorer number 9 for the hat trick, Nina Gray.
Yeah, it looks like it wasn't. It looked more like a pass, and that got overthrown and ends up going into the goal. And I think it's for Fremd, you have to take a goal anytime you can get one. And I don't know if that was meant to be a shot or just a blown pass and got away with it.
So we do have a switch at the draw circle. Henderson's had some issues trying to fend off Nina Gray, so Janicki will step in. I believe Palatine's still seeking their first face-off win. It's been all Vikings. Let's see what erupts out of this. It's Gray once again. And she'll immediately send it to Gamma. Unlimited shot clock in high school lacrosse either way. So Fremd can spend as much time as they want trying to wait for the right shot. 3:20 to go just about now. Here's Nina Gray, the future Flame. Works her way in and draws a free position. And that is not who you want to take it if you're Palatine.
No, Gray has been the one in this game for Fremd, and she's the reason that they're winning this game.
And she's got a dead center look on Hahn, but she's going to spin off. And then a hit from Engelman, so it looks like she might get to try it again.
Yeah, it looked like a delayed spin, and then Engelman just came in later out.
We'll try again. Here's Gray. Gets in and scores this time. 4-2 Vikes. seeking their first win against Palatine since May 2nd, 22, and the first half has been pretty impressive. And it's a solo effort from Nina Gray on the scoreboard.
Nina Gray.
Yeah, all 4 goals from Gray. And she's showing why she's going to go play Division I at Liberty.
And she's also showing why she deserves a sub for the last 2 minutes in the first half, as she has been up and down that turf.
Yeah.
Really takes a toll on you.
Finally getting a breather. And very, very well deserved, and she earned it.
So we're 2 minutes and 26 seconds from a 10-minute halftime break here at Chick Anderson Stadium. Boys lacrosse taking on Fremd. Must have started about 11 minutes ago. We'll try to see if we can get any halftime updates from over there. And Fremd victorious on another draw. They don't even need Gray out there. They're dominant face-off takers.
That one just falls out. Picked up by the Pirates.
And here goes Henderson. Henderson off to the races. Slows it down now. Looking for the front. Wonderful defense from Tchohadjieva. And better defense from Lusso. Pirates get it back. 100 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Lusso trying to dance inside. Tchohadjieva playing the best defense she can, and Lusso will give it out to Henderson. There's time for the Pirates to cut the deficit in half. Here's Lusso. Beautiful spin move. Waits, works, and finishes just wide.
What a spin move from Lusso. Had the defender going the other way and had a chance just a little wide. But Pirates regain the possession.
1 minute. And error of a pass kept in by Katie Swanson. Now for Lusso, 34 seconds and counting. Lusso's got an isolation here. Spins off left-handed, and Miller with the stick save.
Yeah, another good spin move with Miller there to get the save. And
wonderful clear pass as well.
Yeah, the Vikings have 15 seconds to go down the field and to get a goal.
That's time, but they got to do it fast. Tchohadjieva. 5 seconds now. Gives it up top, and ground ball that will drain away the rest of the clock on half number 1. So a two-way domination from the Vikings. They're able to pot 4 and only allow 2. They carry double what the Pirates have into halftime. We have just a 7-minute break, as Bob came in and reminded us. He must have heard me say 10 minutes, so I must have been wrong, but so that's even better. A shortened break before we're back to some more girls lacrosse. Stick around here at Chick Anderson Stadium. Luke Jorden and Bear Landerman here on PHS PTV. Hello, welcome back. Half number 2 is ready to go between the Crosstown Classic of the Palatine Pirates and the Fremd Vikings here on PHS PTV. My name is Luke Jorden. Alongside me, Bear Landerman. And we were treated with a defensive first half, minus the 4 goals already from Nina Gray for the Vikings. And for the Pirates, it was 1 from Henderson and 1 from Lusso. So let's see if Palatine can turn the tide in half number 2.
Yeah, Fremd winning another draw, and it feels like they've won probably, I would say, 90% of those. Would you agree with me?
Yeah, no,
Somewhere
I would
around
agree
there.
with you there.
I think Palatine has only won 1, and it's not easy to get a win when that happens.
And a nice play by Dershna, able to take one for the team there and get the ball back for the Pirates. Took some contact from Gray. And a nice pass ahead for Henderson. Henderson up for Swanson, in uncomfortable position to try to grab it. And we get a whistle, Fremd ball. Boys lacrosse has now started over at the field at Fremd High School. Score very early on, past 3 minutes in, is 2-1 Fremd.
Almost high scoring than this one. This one's played 20 more minutes already.
A lot of Fremd across the board. Baseball will play on Wednesday here. That'll be broadcasted on PHS PTV, and then also volleyball. The Volleyball Crosstown Classic will be right here as well next week. Gama drives inside, and another contact play drawn by the Pirates. They are just eating up this contact, trying to get the ball back however they can. When you have a charging Julia Gama at you, it's not fun to take a charge like that, but you gotta do what you can for your team.
No, not at all. It's not easy to take those charges. And it's almost like basketball, taking a charge on a guy like Tony size or someone. It's not fun. Just a bigger
Slick
body.
ground ball by Henderson, and now she'll enter inside the arc. Dishes it in. Lusso gonna hold. Lusso at goal line extended. Driving inside. Sharp angle, not gonna take the shot. And she'll hold off and give it to Henderson. Henderson now drawing up some plays with her hand. 9 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Meller hasn't faced too much. A lot of the Pirate shots have missed the net. Let's see what is brewing here. Lusso inside. Gets to the offhand. And looks like she might have drawn a free position. And this is crucial, as she's going to talk with the veteran Henderson, wondering if they're going to try to play this as a shot, or they'll just hold on and try to find something better. Lusso is hounded, forced out of the inside fan.
Yeah, Lusso's been pretty much double teamed most of the time that she'll get try to get a look inside. And Fremd did do the scouting report right. And
here's Henderson. What a save there, Meller. Here goes Nina Gray. Or that was Kenny with the check, but it was ruled illegal. So Gray will get it right back. Sending it forward. That's going to be turned over. Dershna with the clean ground ball. Finds Henderson. Palatine might have numbers. Now it's Lusso. Driving right inside, coughed it up, and it's loose in front before it trails its way to Miller. Over in the boys lacrosse game, now 3-1 Vikes. Sun's starting to set here on a beautiful day in Palatine.
Yeah, we've been blessed with great weather. I think it's 3 days now where it's just been absolutely beautiful. I think 70 every single day. Yesterday it got up to 80, which was awesome.
There's Henderson over the restraining line.
Yeah, and this weather has made my work a lot more fun than it could be.
There's a shot from Lusso, and she scores, cuts the deficit in half with that snipe up close on Miller.
Yeah, Lusso makes a great cut to the net, and Henderson finds her, and just all she has to do is just put it into the back of the net, past Miller, and that's what she did. And gets a goal, her second of the game, and cuts the lead down to 1.
You know, something that's really cool about girls lacrosse I like is after they score, sometimes they'll tend to go into a huddle. You don't get to see that in many other sports, you know. I mean, for reference, the first thing I think of course, is hockey, where you just head tap them and then you go through the line, fist bump your teammates, and you're right back to the draw. But like girls lacrosse, they allow you to go in a huddle and kind of say, you know, what do we do good there? What can we do next? What do we got to do on defense, you know?
Yeah, there's not many sports that do that. It's kind of biased, but the only thing that like comes to mind is just like watching like collegiate and professional basketball, where like after a foul, like they'll talk about everything, but
big save by Hahn.
Not really after a score. You don't really go to your team, but they allow this in girls lacrosse, and they do a good job with talking everything over.
Swanson is off to the races. Look at this stamina and speed. Swanson all the way, and Miller with the stop in front. It is recovered by Janicki and the Pirates. That would have tied the game. And now we wait on a restart. And Janicki's got a free position. This is huge. To tie the game. Janicki, the junior, gonna pass it across. Up in front, Lusso, the hat trick. What's new? Lindsay Lusso adds on to the score sheet.
What a goal from Lusso, just cuts in off of the free position. Janicki gets a find to her. She just flicks it into the goal past Miller, and she gets a hat trick. And she's averaging just under 4 goals a game, so she is 2 early on in this second half, and she's brought the lead back, or she's tied the game now. Pirates can have a lead with a next goal here.
And the Pirates 2 goals as a whole in that first half, and now not even 7 minutes into the second half, they've equaled that short target. And they look to at least double that to try to have some hopes at defeating your rival for the second straight year. Last year was a 10-9 victory. Not seeing the same scoring, but definitely a spark starting to come out of the Pirates' offense later on here in this game. Here comes Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson wins a draw, and I think that's their second of this half, and I think they only had 1 in the first half.
Yeah.
And draws in lacrosse is bigger than anything in any other sport.
And there she goes again. Lindsay Lusso gives the Pirates the lead. 3 consecutive from the white and scarlet.
She's putting on a show, just incredible move, and gets the goal to go and
Palatine Pirates
takes a lead.
goal scored by number 19.
Less than
her
8 minutes,
fourth.
she has 3 goals in this half.
Lindsay Lasso.
It's one after another. Her 4th of the game.
So more goals in 8 minutes of the third quarter than in the entirety 24-minute first half. And this is a team that is trying to make their way out of a slump. I mean, they're averaging 9.4 goals per game on average, but they only had 8 goals in their last 2 games as a whole. They lost to Hershey 7-3, lost to Conant 9-5, and we saw that deja vu coming from the Pirates in the first half, but whatever was said in that huddle has really gotten them to the rhythm that had them beating teams like Elk Grove 20-0 just a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, that foul there leads to another draw win for the Pirates, and that's their 3rd of this half. And compared to last half, that's huge. And
Anderson trying to get in isolation. It won't come easy as now the Vikes are starting to creep up on her. Lasso, 4 goals, the same amount as the Vikings as a whole team. She's now hit 30 goals in the short season, and she is a sophomore. And you could say we're just about not even halfway through the year.
yeah,
If you want to play statistics, that's on pace for about 60 goals. I mean, who could only wonder what comes in her junior and senior year?
she's putting on a show right now for us, and she's only a sophomore, which is unreal with this stuff. Not just this game, but she's been doing this pretty much all season.
Here's Henderson. Gives another dime to Lasso. She's not going to fire it there, though. Under 3 minutes in quarter number 3. Pirates in control this quarter. And Henderson draws a free position. A chance to double the lead. And she'll be at the tip of the fan. Just about dead center with Meller, a little bit to the left. And she's going to fire. That hit the post.
That one had heat coming off of it, and just unable to get that one to go. And that would have been huge for the Pirates to build yourself to a 2-0 lead.
(5-1) Fremd Vikings for boys lacrosse. I've just about turned it off for now. Here goes Callie Clark. Clark weaves through, trying to tie the game. Hahn denies her.
That's Hahn again. She's had plenty of saves this game, and she's the reason why the Pirates are pretty much having a lead. It's been her and Lasso pretty much. 2 opposite sides of the field, but the reason why the score isn't different.
O'Connell zips it over for Henderson, and Frankie's taken off. Draws some contact. And the ref now motioning Lapatina away from her. Now the whistle sounds, and we're back to play. Almost a minute to go in the third quarter.
1 minute to play in the third quarter.
There's the delivery from Bob. Got a whistle. Lapatina playing a little bit too aggressive here. There's a shot clock in play here, and it's called the game clock. They only got 35 seconds. Henderson under a half a minute to go.
Looks like the Pirates might use this time.
And got some contact. Clock stopped at 21.4 seconds. And it's a free position for Henderson, who rolled the dice last time and took a shot all the way from the fan line. Let's see what happens here. Henderson rips and scores! 16 seconds to go, and the Pirates now have 6. It's Henderson's second.
Incredible goal from Henderson. She couldn't get the last one to go off the free position, but this one able to get it by Meller, and Meller showing some frustration after that one. Gets into the back of the net. Huge goal for the Pirates.
Now you're just not trying to let Fremd come off the draw hot. They've won a lot of faceoffs in the summary of the game, but recently the Pirates have started to answer inside the draw circle. The last thing you want is Nina Gray to win this faceoff and take off and get one more scoring chance. That might be exactly what happens. Never mind that. Janicki with the ground ball. 10 seconds. The Pirates might even take a shot with little time to spare. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Janicki's got to throw something on. Takes it to the cage. Is there enough time? Bouncing ball on the goal line, and the buzzer sounds. No goal. What a chaotic ending to the third quarter here at Chick Anderson Stadium.
Wow. Me and Luke both thought that Fremd.
Oh, they rolled in a goal! A buzzer beater from Paige Janicki. The Pirates lead is 3 after 3.
Yeah, I thought that one crossed the net, and I guess it did, but came out over the line, and then.
Wow, what a finish.
I think it took them about 15, 20 seconds to finally make a call, but huge goal for the Pirates, and heading into the final quarter of the game, being up by 3 is huge.
That's 5 consecutive goals from the Pirates.
And that's at the end of 3
coming from
with the score.
Lindsay Lusso with
7,
3.
4.
Henderson tallied 1, and Janicki tallied 1. And as a whole, Lusso has 4, Janicki 1, Henderson 2. And from the Vikings, it's still the individual effort of Nina Gray. So we'll take a quick minute break. Stick around. We have a fun fourth on tap. And welcome back. Fourth quarter is upon us. Pirates looking for a 6-2 record if they can hold on to the 7-4 lead. They're currently 3-1 at home and have outscored their opponents 33-23 up to this point. How do the Pirates hold on to this 3-goal? It might seem like a lot, but it's not really 3-goal lead because we just saw the Pirates score 5 in a quarter.
Yeah, two things. Limit Nina Gray and just be disciplined and take the shots that you're given and be smart with the ball and try and hold on to it. Yeah, and Gray's been the reason why the Vikings are somewhat in this game.
Audrey Sue throws it across the crease. And backing out is Vlahakis. And here's Gray, the force to be reckoned with, 4 goals.
Double team on Gray now.
And why not? I mean, that's the only source for goal scoring up to this point, you know. And now she's drawn a free position, so this is pretty crucial. Here's Gray looking for number 5. It's wide, and the chase is won by the Pirates. Now it's Lusso with it, off the pass from Campbell. Pass ahead to Henderson. Now it's Lusso, dodging out of traffic. Tchohadjieva with some impressive defense before she backs off. Henderson has it now. Down low, it's Kenny, the freshman. Had it taken away, but the Pirates will keep it, as that was an illegal check from the Vikings. Vikings trying to avoid a losing record here. They're 3-3 up to this point. And with a loss today, they would be 1-3 on the road. Bouncing ball in front, picked up by Henderson. Dershinoff for the screen. Henderson rolls around, finds Dershinoff. Dershinoff now the shot, and that ends up wide. And it's going to be a tight chase, and it's won by Palatine. A little bit of a delayed call. The official questioning himself.
Yeah, the hustle from Janicki gets to the Pirates the ball. And huge hold on to this one. Under 9 minutes to go, and you have a 3-point lead.
Henderson in front. Janicki looking for her second. What a save from Meller. And Janicki's denied on what would have been goal number 10 on the season. She's got 9 now after that buzzer beater we saw in the third. That was chaos.
Yeah. Took plenty of time, thought the quarter was over, but signaled it probably anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds after the buzzard sounded.
And it's Fremd ball behind the net. Meller. Gotta watch out the hands of Kenny in her face. Able to find Clark. And Callie Clark looks to the middle. This might be a turnover. Swanson pounces on top of it. Gonna work around. And as you hear there from the Palatine bench, take your time. You don't want to throw anything away here. You're up 3, but Swanson taking it to the cage. Nope, it fell out now. And Henderson has it.
Not sure if that was a pass or that just fell out and they were lucky it went straight to Henderson.
I think it just got poked. Yeah, like you said, kind of tough to tell from up here sometimes. Of course, this is the day I forget my binoculars. Here's Henderson. Gets in. What a save!
Luke, I don't know if it's just one day. We've done it plenty of times.
Well,
both me
I
and
was
you.
on a 2-day streak. That's why I was so high on myself. Yeah. And Kureha took a fall, but there will be no whistle. And both teams struggling with the ground ball here.
No one could finally picked up.
Yep, that's Mia Lapatino. As the senior captain, defended by Janicki, coughed it up for a second, and now looks over. Major Kurth. Now for Gray. Gray took a check to the face. And that should be a free position, I believe. Oh, that's a yellow card on Henderson. Wow. So, Henderson, a check to the face there. And she's going to come out of the game. That is a blow for the Pirates. You take the best two-way player off the turf, and Fremd can start doing damage here.
Yeah, Henderson's the captain of this Pirates team, and
oh, what a scoop and score there from Nina Gray, and now the Pirate lead is just 2. Couldn't get it going on the first shot. It popped out of her pocket, and in a second, she got it right back to her stick and elevated it into the net. I mean, that's a D1 ground ball if I've ever seen one. The ability to just get it up right away and release it as soon as possible. It doesn't get much quicker than that.
yeah, impressive goal from Gray, and that's her 5th on the day, and she's all 5 for the Vikings. There's a reason why. I mean, I've said it plenty of times, but there is a reason why she's going to go play at the Division I level.
5:58 to go, 2 seconds past halfway through the 4th quarter, and the Vikings grab something they need. That's their first goal of the entirety of the second half. They did not score once in the 3rd quarter. It took them 18 minutes to get a goal in this second half.
Lussell able to scoop that one up, and it looked like Fremd was going to win that draw, and Lussell comes in able to scoop it up, but this might go right back to Fremd.
Love how the Fremd bench was screaming double at the top of their lungs when Lusso had the ball. Goes to show you who's got 4 goals on the night. Nina Gray, the overall leader, she just grabbed her 5th goal of the game. She has all goals for the Vikes. Julia Gama looking to change things. She'll dodge out. Throws it inside, and it's now scraped ahead. Kenny had it for a moment. Now it's Dershna. Perfect ground ball and takes off with acceleration. Palatine's got numbers. Dershna on the right hand, had it slashed away, but then scooped up. We have a whistle. Dershna's down. And that might have been an uncomfortable fall. Like you see that brace on her leg. I believe that was an ACL tear earlier in the year. But she gives a couple stretches and looks like she's good to go. Glad to see that from the junior. Lusso has it at the top. Fremd wanting a double. And you know what? Fremd doubling the ball as a whole right now. They really need that ball with 4 minutes to go. Lasso. Finds Swanson in the danger zone. We have a whistle, though. This might be a free position.
Yeah, Fremd is just swarming the ball wherever it goes. And
was that a yellow card on Callie Clark? We saw the official flash his card for a moment, but
looks like it is.
oh, yeah, she's got a penalty. So this is a man up. And a free position. It's Swanson. Whoops. Now Henderson. Fremd's got to try to strategize here, trying to play aggressive defense, a man down. And we have a whistle to what looks like it'll be free position for Katie Swanson once again. She backed out last time, and I'm assuming we'll see the same with the 2-goal cushion.
Yeah, especially with 3 minutes to go in this game.
Well, she might roll the dice here, and she just misses that left post. And this chase will go to the Vikings.
That decision could come back to bite, and risky play there.
Nearing the end of half one over in the boys lacrosse game. It is 6-3 Fremd. Oh, knocked out of bounds. It was Frayne. Was it enough to be a foul? Yes, it was. So Fremd will get to keep. 2.5 to go. And that's some heavy contact, but a charge! What a play by O'Connell. Takes the contact from the opposing 9. Nina Gray. And boy, oh boy, possession is crucial in these final minutes. And Callie O'Connell takes one for the team there.
Yeah. Puts her body on the line, and doesn't matter getting run over, but takes a huge charge from Nina Gray, just running straight downhill.
Ooh, that doesn't look good. Henderson's limping. Not sure if she just got hit, but this is a bad look if she happens to be hurt.
Official timeout.
Yeah, this is not what you want at all. One of your best players, biggest leader of the team, and awful break for the Pirates.
Don't forget, Pirate fans, the next home game for the Pirates will be April 25th. It's a Thursday, 6:30 against the Rolling Meadows Mustangs.
You heard it there from Bob. Next home game for Girls Lax is 10 days out, where they'll take on the Mustangs next Thursday. We'd like to thank you for being here. And we did just hit 1,300 subscribers, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
1.3K. It was at 1,299 before we started this broadcast, so whoever sent over the sub, we appreciate you. To think that this channel is at like 280 in 2021. Crazy thought.
Yeah, you said it's grown over 1,000 since you've joined it or taken over, and that's impressive, Luke.
Well, don't tip the cap to me. Tip the cap to the fans that make their way to watch it every day. I mean, you guys always turn out, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, but you're the one, you're the voice, and I think you deserve a lot. Emmet does.
Oh yeah, I mean Emmet definitely deserves more credit than I do. I mean, you think it's hard to talk up here? Try setting this thing up. I mean, me and Bear did it earlier. It wasn't too bad, but just the amount of stuff that Emmet knows, that like he knows how to troubleshoot, knows how to do everything. Thankfully, everything just about went right.
We had to give Emmet a call or two, but
yeah, 2 calls, but you know, that's still personal best for us. There's definitely been days where I've sent more, so. As Henderson still looks to be limping in that huddle. I don't think we'll see her play for the remainder. And
Tonight's attendance taken
that's a
by
big blow.
our AD, Mr. Arroyo, 113.
113 here. And also, our next girls lacrosse broadcast is 2 weeks away, April 29th, right before May strikes on Wednesday, as girls lacrosse hosts Barrington. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. And as of right now, it will be us two on the mic once again. What else could you want? So both teams will walk back out there. We're in for an interesting finish. And believe it or not, Henderson is out there possessing the ball first. And she's guarded by Gray. And she's going to just send it off right away. And there goes Henderson. It's like she didn't get hurt.
Ooh, here she goes again on the ground.
And there goes Gray. 90 seconds to go. Palatine leads 7-5, looking for their 6th win on the season. Here's Gama. Clark coughed it up for a moment, now trying to avoid Engelman. Finds Sue.
One minute remaining in regulation.
1 minute left. Here's Sue. Gotta get a shot on. She'll do just that, and she scores. We have a 1-goal game with 56.3 seconds on the clock. And Fremd has been dominant inside the draw circle. The tension can't really build much better than this.
Yeah, finally someone other than Nina Gray, and it's huge for the Vikings as Audrey Sue finds the back of the net.
Audrey Sue.
1-point game with 56 seconds left. This draw is going to be huge, and it could decide a good amount of the game.
All scorers from Fremd have played for True Lacrosse, as Sue plays there as well, and this is her 3rd year on varsity as a junior. So every year she's been with this varsity squadron, and she makes a big impact there. They just need one more ball to hit the back of the net. And we've got a tie game. For now, though, they have to achieve that first. Much easier said than done. Here goes Gama. Gama, right hand, looks in front. Sue fanned on it. Lost it for a second. Bouncing ball picked up by Hahn. That's huge for Palatine. Hahn's only got a few more seconds in the crease, and she'll play the safety option. O'Connell, back to Hahn. They'll play keep away all day if they want. And that's quite literally what they're going to do. Why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's a great way to sum it up and just keep going after it.
Henderson now takes a deep pass from Hahn. Final 6 seconds. Pirates looking to hold on for the 2nd year in a row. They won last year 10-9, and they win another thriller after another year as they take down the Vikings 7-6 in the Crosstown Classic here at Chick Anderson Stadium.
Final score, the Palatine Pirates 7, Fremd Vikings
What a win
6.
from this Pirates team. They were down 4-2 at half, but that didn't phase them. Came back, scored 5 unanswered, and ends up pulling on late in the game.
Again.
And what a game we had. I mean, it was looking worrisome after the 4-2 first half that the Vikes really controlled. And I mean, if not for Olivia Hahn, that first half could have been 7-2, 8-2. She made some crucial saves. And they added up in the long run as the Pirates squeaked this out by 1 goal. So the Pirates now 6-2 and 4-1 at home. As they beat Fremd on the road last year, they now get to do it on home territory. And they break the 2-game losing streak as well. And they've had Fremd's number for sure. Now 5-2 against Fremd since 2016. But for Fremd, like we said, a lot of sophomores. They'll be back next year.
Yeah, and the sophomores, they gave their effort, and mostly on the defensive side, but it was Nina Gray for the reason for them why they were in this game. She had 5 of their 6 goals, and then for Palatine it was Lasso and Henderson leading the way.
So, from the home field of Palatine, Chick Anderson Stadium, we'd like to say thank you for tuning in to this broadcast. We were short-staffed, but able to pull it off. Brian Kaszniak on the camera work. We had Bear Landerman, color and scoreboard, and your producer and play-by-play commentator. Signing off, this is Luke Jorden. Have a great rest of your Monday night, and we'll see you next broadcast tomorrow, 6 p.m. as boys volleyball takes on Schaumburg. Take care.
I can't feel my fucking fingers, bro.
Really?
I gotta look at this.
Here, just come